Good morning. Welcome to the second term. Topics 6 and 7: Places in the Community and Economic Activities by teacher Novia Colines. In this video, we'll learn about some of the places we can find in the community and the different economic activities in Panama. When we walk on the streets of our community and in the city, we can find many places. For example, a school, a hospital, a university, hotels, restaurants, banks, a supermarket, a mall, church, and movie theater. In most of these places take place many activities that help the economy of our country. For example, in the Panama Canal, banking, commerce, insurance, Colón Free Trade Zone, container ports, flagship registry, and tourism. All of them are economic activities. Now we are going to see them one by one. Banking and commerce. Banking is the business conducted or services offered by a bank. Commerce are the activities involved in buying and selling things. Insurance and tourism. Insurance is an agreement that provides protection against an eventuality, like accidents. And tourism is the commercial organization and operation of holidays and visits to places of interest. Container ports and flagship registry. Container port is a port which specializes in handling goods transported in containers. Flagship registry is the process by which a ship is documented and given the nationality of the country to which the ship has been documented. Panama Canal and Colón Free Trade Zone. The Colón Free Trade Zone is a free port in Panama, specifically in Colón, dedicated to re-exporting a wide variety of merchandise to Latin America and the Caribbean. The Panama Canal is an artificial 82-kilometer waterway in Panama that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. The activities that make our economy grow are import, export, tourism, agronomy, and banking. We can also mention that agricultural products provide the main export of the nation. These primary crops are bananas, cocoa beans, coffee, coconuts, corn, potatoes, rice, soybeans, and sugarcane. The activities that show our economy is still growing are hotels, restaurants, banking, commerce, manufacturing industry, and social and personal service activities. All of these activities take place in our country, in every city, in every community close to you. So with this, we finish the part of the section of vocabulary. Now we're going to see the grammar section. In this case, we're going to see a little bit of there is and there are. How to use them, what are those? If we want to say that something exists or doesn't exist somewhere or at some time, we often use there is and there are. It is often used to talk about something for the first time in a conversation. We use there is as a singular noun or and there are as plural. Here we're going to see the affirmative, negative, and question. So for the affirmative, we have there is, and we can use a or an in singular. For example, there is a hospital, and in plural, in affirmative sentences, we have there are some. There are some schools, there are some chairs, there are some people. In negative, we use isn't and aren't. There isn't any, for example, there isn't any park, or there aren't any banks. And for question, we have to put the verb to be at the beginning. Is there any or are there any? Is there any library here? Are there any shops? And the answer, short answers are going to be yes, there is, or yes, there are, no, there isn't, no, there aren't. Notice that we can use a or an only for affirmative sentences in singular form, and some affirmative sentences but plural in the plural form. The word any is used for singular or plural only for questions and negative. Let's practice. We have to see this picture, look at the picture, and complete the sentences. The first one refers to a boy in the living room. So do we have a boy? There is a boy in the living room. Now it mentions a dog in the living room. There isn't a dog in the living room. Number 3 is talks about 2 plants in the living room. So yes, we actually have those. So there are 2 plants in the living room. Number 4 mentions 2 sofas. We only have 1, so it's going to be there aren't 2 sofas in the living room. Number 5 talks about books in the living room. No books, so we are going to say there aren't books in the living room. Number 6 mentions 4 tables. We only have 1 table, so it's going to be there aren't 4 tables in the living room. Now we have to complete some questions. That means all the questions are going to start with the verb to be. It could be is or are. So we have to read the question. The first one mentions a telephone, only 1 telephone, so it's going to be singular. Is there a telephone in your house? The next one mentions posters in plural, so we're going to be are there any posters in your bedroom? The next one mentions books. Are there any books? Are there any books on the table? Next one mentions a dog, only 1. There a dog in the garden, so it's going to be singular. Is there a dog in the garden? Next one mentions pencils in your pencil case, so it's going to be are. Are there any pencils in your pencil case? Next one mentions a piano, only 1 piano, so it's going to be is. Is there a piano in your classroom? Next one mentions pictures in plural, so it's going to be are. Are there pictures on the wall? Next one mentions a chair, only 1 chair next to the bed. Is there a chair next to the bed? Now we're going to see the next topic, which is common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns are generic names of a person, place, or thing. They are not capitalized. They are not in capital letters. For example, country, province, banana, etc. Those are not in capital letters, so it's going to be, those are common nouns. The proper nouns are a specific name for a particular person, place, or thing. They are always in capital letters. They are always capitalized. So, for example, when we mention countries like Panama, or a province, Veraguas, or a name like Pedro, or an institution like the United Nations. Let's practice. We have here a set of nouns that we have to classify as common or proper. So animal is a common noun. Then the name John is a proper noun. Next one is avenue, is also a common noun. Next one is train, is a common noun. Then we have supermarket, is also a common noun. Jupiter is a name, the name of a planet, so it's going to be a proper noun. But the word planet alone is a common noun. The word dog is a common noun. Now we have a country, Egypt, is a proper noun. Kitchen is the name of a place, it's a common noun. The word sun is not in capital letter, so it's going to be a common noun. Panama is our country, it's a proper noun. Europe is a continent, so it's a proper noun. The word park is a common noun too, but the word California, this is a place, is a proper noun. And the last one is going to be chair, which is also a common noun. With this practice and all the vocabulary, I hope you better this subject. So for now, thank you. Thank you very much.